Welcome back to the Majora's Mask commentary, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, this isn't Snowhead.
You've lied to me,
right.
John.
I'm sorry. Let me play the drums and recollect my memories. Where are we going? Oh, mighty drums! Point me to the general direction.
Wait, did you miss teleport, or are you actually here for a
No, I
reason?
actually restarted the 3-day cycle. I always do that before I...
Just to give them more time.
Yeah. Well, I still have plenty of time, even if I played the inverted Song of Time. But it's just the way... It's habit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I were playing the first time through, I would do the same thing as well. Because Zelda dungeons, when you don't know what you're doing, can hold you up for a long-ass time sometimes.
Yeah. And there's really no reason not to take that kind of insurance tactic.
Unless you're speedrunning and those extra few seconds it takes to do the song are actually necessary.
Yeah, good point.
Well, also... The whole restarting the cycle makes it really easy to start and record sessions.
Yes.
You know, I always stop it. Every time I play the Song of Time to restart the cycle, that's the end of a session.
Yeah.
And every time a new 3-day cycle begins, that's the beginning of a new session. So it's a bit of a meta knowledge for you here.
Okay, so why did you not just play the Song of Soaring immediately in Clocktown, and why did you just leave for some reason?
He needed to get some arrows and bombs.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
They're pretty scarce in Snowhead.
Another recording pro tip: when you go through like a doorway into the black void, that makes for a great point to like cut footage and splice it together seamlessly.
Yeah. I make it a habit with like post commentary. I don't know why. Don't ask me, but I cut out the littlest shit where there's like nothing going on, like load times, for instance. I edit out load times.
That's fun
For games that are pretty long.
There's a lot of stuff to watch on YouTube. People ain't got time to sit around looking at load times.
That is the most hilarious way to open a dungeon ever.
He probably died. That's hilarious.
I gave him the Dormani treatment. Now pay with it for you.
Darmani says I.
Tell your friend.
Darmani says hi to the floor again.
God, not again.
Why are you rolling up the hill?
Well, because it's such a long stretch of road, and there's boulders.
It's also practice for one of the mini games coming up.
Yo.
Love that shit. It's great.
It's like it's such a thin walkway. I probably would have tried to walk it myself.
Well, the boulders in your way. You kind of have to roll your way past them.
Ah.
Oh, this one's pretty precarious.
Oh no! All right, here's a little pro tip for you. When you're in rolling form, you know you're already going forward, so there's no need to hold up on the analog stick. Just use left and right when you need to. It's kind of a difficult mindset to get into, but you can do it. Booyah! Second try.
Nice.
And we can all ignore the first try, right? Right?
I
Right?
just know this is going to be a Mario Kart course in that DLC next month.
I'd be down for that. That'd be great.
I would be too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Snowhead Temple. This is a little longer than Woodfall. In fact, we're not getting this entire dungeon done in one part.
Goddamn ice tower.
It'll be a two-parter, unfortunately.
That's how we do things at Brain Scratch, apparently.
Yes, we do.
Why do the ice towers always have to be really tall and annoying?
Well, this is like the Death. Well, it's like Snowhead is like the Death Mountain equivalent. So this is kind of like a Tower of Hera sort of thing.
Oh, does the Goron mask do extra combat damage?
Yes, it does hurt a little more than Link's sword. Well, Link's default sword, anyway.
Yeah.
And you can roll through lava. Excellent.
Yeah.
You will take damage eventually, I think. Don't quote me on that.
But you'll survive, and that's the important thing.
It takes a really long time, though. But for the most part, Gorons can just ignore lava like it ain't no thing. Just don't get them near water, though. God forbid.
And don't drop the fairies in the lava, otherwise the Queen Fairy's gonna be pissed.
This is where the stray fairies really start getting a little cryptic. In terms, well, more so because they really want you to use the lens of truth in this dungeon. We got some hidden caverns, hidden pockets of wall that stray fairies like to hide in, so... You know, again, in conjunction with the Lens of Truth, get that Great Fairy mask equipped so you can see if there are any stray fairies in the vicinity. Damn it, what, Tattle? Well, yeah, that's right. I'm not going to find out what you want to say, because balls are nuts to you. Whoosh!
Context can be a bitch sometimes.
Oh, damn it. And the Russian judge says...
10 out of 10, best Goron.
What the hell?
IGN voted it the best fuck up of the year.
Funny, that award normally goes to themselves.
Oh, snap.
What? This place is cold. You don't say.
I'm freezing my wings off here, Link.
There we go.
Oh, I just imagine Tattle or Navi, I guess, in a little fairy-sized tea cozy, and it's adorable.
Yeah, Tattle is not as. Well, I never personally found Navi to be that annoying in Ocarina of Time, honestly, because
He's gotten replaced by Fee. So
Oh, yeah.
Fi, it's Fi.
whatever.
Fee fi fo fum.
No,
Fee,
there's
fi,
an
fo,
official
dum.
pronunciation.
I hear the annoyance of an annoying little robot.
Pronunciation. Pronunciation, he said. That's like making a spelling error while you're trying to correct someone's spelling error.
Okay, you know what I do? I've earned the right to pronounce things wrong because reasons.
Because of all those puns.
Sure, let's go with that.
Opinion time on Snowhead, maybe? May I start?
Go right ahead.
Okay, I would say it's better than Woodfall, although there's a lot of dungeons that are better than Woodfall, even though Woodfall isn't that bad of a dungeon. This one's pretty great. It works more on verticality, obviously, since it's, like Ryan said, a tower that you gradually whittle down to get to the boss arena, and it's got one of the best bosses in all of Zelda, in my opinion.
One of the more unique bosses, yes.
Is it actually like a tower dungeon as opposed to, say, Tower of the Gods, which was 2 floors?
No, it's an actual tower dungeon, yeah.
I never noticed that. The gods skimped on expenses, apparently.
the goddess's condo.
Well, they put all their money into flooding the world, cut my bit slack.
Maybe. I like Snowhead. No, Snowhead is when the game really starts to run with difficulty. I wouldn't consider it a difficulty spike, but this is, if you're a Zelda enthusiast, this is where they really start taxing your brain, more so when you're trying to get all the stray fairies too. Because now you got to work with multiple floors, now you have to work with blocks, you have to make sure this switch is pressed before this other switch can be opened, and, it's not... I don't consider it as bad as the Ice Palace from Link to the Past. Nothing will be as bad as the Ice Palace from Link to the Past in terms of ice dungeons.
Second or third dungeon is usually the point in the game where you have to really stop and think about your dungeon puzzles.
Yeah, like Dodongo's Cavern, for example, in Ocarina.
Question: if you find the compass in the map before, and you can't finish the dungeon and you have to restart, do you save those?
You keep them. You
Okay.
keep those,
You keep
yeah.
them, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sweet, glorious stray fairy.
I'm tempted to say that a second screen would be useful in Majora's Mask, but really, that would just lead to people doing more item switches and stuff in real time, and they would just wind up wasting more of their clock in the process.
It would feel more convenient at the very least, though.
That was a very gymnastic white wolf face back there.
I'm impressed.
I'll attack from above this time.
And then it just freezes in time as you walk through the door.
For a while, it looked like I wanted to give me a hug.
Oh, they repeat this set piece in the Lakebed Temple. I never noticed this.
Is that a Twilight Princess dungeon?
Yes, the third one.
Okay.
There's a lot of nostalgia in Twilight Princess, if you look for it. I mean, if you play Twilight Princess before any other game, it all feels nice and new.
Yeah.
But
Ow.
I assume you have to use the Lens of Truth to know that's there, normally.
Yes.
Yeah, the little hanging white stuff is there to tell you something might be there.
yeah.
If you have an eye for that sort of thing.
No, it does look pretty obvious, especially if you're really used to 3D adventure games, which were kind of new at the time. But these days, it's pretty obvious that flat line across a wall means something that you can shimmy along.
Well, this was the age of the N64 texture, so you had to use your imagination of it.
That's actually that's a pretty interesting question I want to ask. What genre were you guys into before you decided to play a Legend of Zelda game for the first time?
I would say platformer, Sonic, Mario, etc.
Same.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. The only game I really played seriously before I played Majora's Mask was Probably Pokemon, really, because like I didn't. The other, I think Pokemon was the thing that got me into video games, but I didn't really get serious about other games until I played Paper Mario and Banjo-Tooie, which I got for my birthday after the Christmas where I got Majora's Mask. So,
I had 64.
In my case, I played Zelda on Game Boy Pocket because someone got it for me. It wasn't a conscious decision on my part. It's just something someone got me, and I played it, and I enjoyed the fuck out of it. But for 3D Zelda, it was interesting to me because I already played other action adventure games. So I was, and I remember reading that things like that games like Soul Reaver took a lot from Zelda, so I decided to go back and play it for the old gaming history.
The 3D Zelda's kind of set the base for all the action adventure games. I would say at least on console, or maybe if not set the base, it was a very, very big inspiration for them.
Well, yeah, when I say Soul Reaver took a lot from Zelda, I mean it was basically Ocarina of Time without loading times.
no, Ocarina of Time didn't have loading times.
No, I mean like load times between dungeons and stuff. Soul Reaver's main draw was that it was one big open world, which basically meant long hallways. That mattered.
God damn it! No, that doesn't count then.
Wait, you just can't be asked to punch small snowballs, smash them like a boulder.
The first time I played a Legend of Zelda game was with Zelda 2. That was way back in 1992. And the only reason why I did that is because I saw my uncle playing it, and I wanted to be like him.
You still want to be like him, don't lie. You mention him like every other minute.
Well, I can't help it if a guy's been responsible for like introducing me to like 15 to 20 fucking franchises. So, unfortunately, Zelda 2 is not exactly beginner friendly, and I didn't like what I played. But then he started playing A Link to the Past.
Was any game beginner friendly back in the day?
Mario.
Pac-Man.
Mario.
Well, Mario 1 maybe. Mario 3 debatably.
And technically, the guy on screen right now was a Wizrobe.
Yeah, this is a Wizrobe, and best strategy I can give to you: stay in a corner.
Underneath his tunic, maybe.
And if he pops up in front of your face, keep calm, keep breathing, and just shoot.
It is weird to go back for this after seeing like the Crow kind of Wizrobes from like Wind Waker onwards.
Fuck those guys.
Well, yeah, you're playing through Wind Waker right now, aren't you,
Yeah.
Lewis?
Yes, I am, and I Wind Waker has these annoying like suspended platforms over the ocean, and you can run into them in literally any order. So you won't necessarily have the bow when you fight a set of Wizrobes that require you to have the bow. So I just stayed in one place getting blasted off the platform into the ocean over and over until I realized, oh, these guys are never going to spawn anywhere near the ground. I need the bow.
Oh, delicious. They make a fantastic sound when they die, though, so, it swings around the world.
Well, they also make a really annoying sound when they start. If I recall correctly, they also make like a teleporting noise when they're moving around.
Yeah,
Like,
but
ding, ding, ding,
but here's the thing:
God.
Wizrobes aren't necessarily enemies you need the bow for in that game. Like, there's this one set of 3 platforms over the ocean where you fight 2 in quick succession that both spawn close to the ground so that you can hit them with your sword if you're good enough. But then the third one just stays in the arrow. It's like okay, yeah, no, you're not fighting me. I'm just going to Hadouken spam you from a distance where you can't get to me.
It's called zoning, Lewis.
Well, here's the thing though. All of these sky platform things are so anonymous and stock looking that you can never remember what square on the map they're actually at. So when you come to a point where you have to go back later and get something when you have another weapon or whatever, you can never remember where the hell it was.
Oh, rip off! Pokemon did it first, pushing the block on the ice.
This came out 2000. Yeah, Gold and Silver came out in Japan first in 1999, I think.
Yeah. What rip off? Nintendo ripping off themselves.
Yeah.
And they're still making tons of money.
What's that? There's a light world and a dark world in this game. You don't say.
Fucking Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, piece of shit.
Twilight Princess.
When I say that Soul Reaver was Ocarina of Time, what I really mean was Soul Reaver was this part of Ocarina of Time, because all the puzzles were fucking block puzzles.
Oh, great. Because I gotta tell you, as a Tales of Symphonia, I don't want to play. I don't want to do any more fucking block puzzles.
No, I didn't. Oh man, they have them in Tales of the Abyss too, which I played on 3DS.
What is with that serious fascination with fucking pushing blocks?
Because it's the easiest way to make a puzzle in an RPG. Let's just
No,
be real here.
it's the easiest way to make a three-dimensional puzzle.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't need to be three-dimensional though. Pokemon does it all the time. Hell, it's technically that's 2D, and technically it is 3D since you push them into different floors of the dungeon.
Yeah, but Soul Reaver does it because Soul Reaver's block pushing mechanics all involve like flipping blocks up onto higher ledges and turning blocks over so that you can fit them into certain pipe key type puzzles. And yeah, so it's all about it's not just about pushing blocks; it's about flipping blocks around and lifting blocks up and pushing them over ledges and down into lower. And you know. I give Soul Reaver crap for having nothing but block puzzles, but fuck, they know how to do a lot of different types of block puzzles. There's like no end to the number of different ways you can push blocks in that game. It's insane.
Dun,
Have you-
dun, 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 dun.
Have you guys covered Soul Reaver yet?
Lewis
No.
hasn't recorded it yet. No.
I want to do the Legacy of Kain games in order, mostly because the plot is really important in that series.
Okay, well, let me save you a lot of time. Take the parts of this commentary where you talk about Soul Reaver, cut it out, put it onto that footage.
No, it'll be like 6 minutes of dead air. You're trying to ruin us, Tom. You're trying to ruin us.
Well, I did say I'd take you down from the inside. This playthrough was just the start.
Oh man.
Well, I will get off the tangent, but the first two Kain games are basically just Zelda games with vampires now.
Okay.
Because the first game is top-down Zelda-style action RPG.
I remember playing the demo of one of those games. Great atmosphere, that's all I remember about it, though.
Oh, they have excellent atmosphere. They have excellent atmosphere and deadlines that literally kill the game development.
As you tell.
And now the dungeon begins.
Been in the dungeon for the entire freaking part.
No,
It's
but now
only
we have to.
starting right now.
But
Now it begins!
Now it continues.
They actually did use the tower mechanic for something pretty inventive here, though. I'll give them props for that. I mean, Wind Waker has like 2 tower levels. One of them is 2 floors of dungeon, and then you get warped to the top of the tower. And the first one is it manages to feel like a tower because you go outside it every now and then.
Okay. We will see you guys next time with the Legend of Wind Waker Kain Majora's Mask playthrough.
Starring Lewis.